we are completely reliant on a fragile system. If the grocery store shelves go empty, nobody is coming to save you. True independence isn't just having a stockpile and Alright, this land I stripped of its natural beauty. I took down mainly all hardwood, a lot of pine also, but mainly hard. Piled it up. This is a sandy type of loam. It is well draining, semi-acidic, although we need to test that. But this, once cleaned up, cleared out, will be about 0.7 of an acre or so of growing space. That over there will be the main garden. It will extend from that brush pile over there all the way to my right. This will be the orchard piece, all the way up beyond the camp, all the way to the tree line. Fruit bushes and shrubs, I have yet to figure out, which I need to. Those may go all along. I do not know yet. I haven't figured it out. Today I will figure it out because I need to get them in the ground. But this is basically what we're looking at for complete growth, to be independent from the grocery stores, at least to start. The garden isn't nearly big enough to feed us for a year, especially over winter. I think we have 15 pounds of potatoes that we're going to put in the ground. We have a couple hundred onions. We like onions. And I think we're trying garlic, not sure. Cucumbers, carrots, tomatoes, all that stuff. It's going to be a lot. There's a lot of square footage there. But calculation-wise, calorie-wise, there's probably not enough there for a year. Are guns and ammo important? Sure. Tactical homesteading important? Sure. But you shouldn't have to shoot your neighbor to feed yourself. These are cherry and Honeycrisp. Apple and a cherry tree. It is important to realize how you live in America if you're watching this. I was able to buy this land. It's not a lot of acreage. It's not. I've got more than what you can see here. It's still not a lot. To me, 200 acres is a good amount of land. I don't have that. I would love that. This garden will feed us a good amount of food. Is it livable? Can we go the whole year? Probably not. My goal is oats, wheat, possibly a cow. I don't have a lot of acreage and I'm on a slope. I'm on a hill. It's very hilly. We have sand loam, or loam, from hardwood. Up here in northern Wisconsin, you get about 6 inches to a foot with a forest floor. By forest floor, I mean the dirt on the ground of a forest is about 6 inches to a foot deep of this. This would be loam. A loamy material. It's got nutrition in it and everything, and it's black. But it's got lots of sand in it too. Believe it or not, that's actually good. The bad part about where I'm at in northern Wisconsin is that the sand is underneath that. So we're talking beach sand quality stuff. There's some areas where there's clay and rock. It's not necessarily bad, but it doesn't allow the soil to drain properly a lot of times. So this is why certain regions of the world and the US have really good farm soil. It's because it's a loamy for feet. It's got nutrition for feet and everything like that. We've got inches, basically 6 to 12 inches of loam. Now I would like to build, this is why I mounded the dirt. This is why I built beds, mounds, scraped up the dirt off the forest floor, where this whole entire landscape, this used to be a dark forest. Like, you'd walk through it, the GoPro, even in the middle of the day, couldn't, because of the low light capabilities, could not show anything in there because it's so dark. It just, the tree canopy was amazing. It's like looking into there. It's dark. Darker. It's beautiful. I tore that all down. And I built these mounds of dirt with the forest floor. And this will continue to decompose and get, over the years, this will get better and better and better. Because it's got, I still screened it with the skid steer. and a screen bucket. This soil will continue to get better. This garden will continue to get bigger. You have to start now. There's no waiting till tomorrow. There's no waiting till next year. I truly believe, at the core of my belief, that the world is always unstable. And this is the longest period of time in human history that the world has been this stable. There are just some core facts in human history, and it's that it's unstable. It likes to kill each other. It likes violence. It likes to be greedy, and it likes to take from others and use others to their advantage. None of that at its core is evil, or it can be. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself and being a little greedy when you have to be. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself and exploiting others. Man, it's hard to get the exploit thing. There's nothing wrong with making deals with your neighbors, that your neighbor helps you with something and you help them. It's a slight temporary borrowing of labor or money or capital or whatever it is from your neighbor in exchange for that when he calls you up, that you show up. You're both exploiting each other for the needs of yourselves or for the needs of your community. This is where great countries come into examples. The U.S. used to do that. You used to owe your neighbors a favor. You used to owe your father or your mother or your friends a favor because they helped you with something. You needed them, they came to your aid. They need you, you go to their aid. This is what built the greatest country to ever exist. When abused, it becomes evil. We cannot be reliant on something that is just naturally chaotic, that naturally falls apart. All governments fail, all governments become tyrannical, all societies fall, all societies see famine, death, and the worst of the worst. The only way that you can come out on the other side of that your lineage can move on, is to teach your kids these things, the farming, the reality of the world, is that it's not all rainbows, sunshine, and smiles. It's darkness, death, corruption, and greed to its highest maximum. The U.S. started with very little of all of that. That's why it was able to flourish, is because the founding fathers created a system that did not enable that. They knew that eventually the government and the systems, the bureaucracy, would grow. And it would grow to be greedy, evil, vile, and unsustainable. This is where the people come together and they rebuild it. And it could take generations, decades, to rebuild something that was the greatest test, the greatest experiment of all time. Now, I believe in teaching my kids how to do a little bit of agriculture. You tear down a bunch of trees to build a garden, you best put something back. You best put something back on that land. And I will. I will plant my trees, I'll plant my bushes. Up here, dwarf stock for fruit trees does not work the best. So in all actuality, you have to use semi-dwarf or standard stock. There are some dwarf stocks that work really well in extreme cold climates. I don't believe I have any of those, and I don't care to have any of those. I don't care if my trees are super tall. I will climb them and harvest what comes off them, or take little poles with grabbers on them and grab the fruit down. The point that I'm getting at is that you cannot rely on the government to show up. They will not show up. And if they do, it's not good for you or me or your neighbors. Strong communities, strong individuals, not being reliant on the system, being able to adapt and overcome, being able to be independent from the system is great. It's not that you can't live on the system. It's not that you can't live off the system. It's not that you can't carry a driver's license because you're some sovereign citizen. We're all sovereign. You understand that, right? You're all an individual. You're not part of some Marxist ideology. or anything like that. You are the people. You are an individual. Learn to farm. Learn some animal husbandry. Plant some trees. It doesn't matter. I believe that everybody should own some amount of land anywhere. If you have an apartment, you have no land, go and buy a square foot lot somewhere and grow something on it. Even if they don't let you build a house on it, go and learn how. Go to those community gardens or whatever they have in the cities and grow something. Learn to grow. Learn to harvest. Read the books and the knowledge that throughout the centuries has been given to us. Learn to beekeep. Learn something like that. Learn how to impact your surroundings. As great as this is the reality. In Texas, multiple times that they have seen an actual freezing snowstorm weather, people died. They weren't prepared. They were reliant on the gas, the electricity for heat. That's not a bad thing. They have taught you to do that. When it gets that cold around here, you just keep going to work and everything. I've lived where they aren't able to plow the roads, especially the side streets. People still go to work. They're not reliant on those plow trucks all the time. We have become more reliant on them and stuff, but that's not the point. The point is that nobody came, or nobody was there in time to help those people in an area where they don't see 30 degrees almost ever. You have to be prepared for the worst. Don't expect the worst, but be prepared for it. Expecting the worst just leads to anxiety, stress. You can't function half the time. It's so debilitating. So the best thing you can do is just prepare for it. Expect the worst. Expect to have a house fire, so you have an extinguisher handy. Expect that you may not get food, or an apple becomes $20 a pound, or $20 an apple. Go out there, talk to your local orchards, talk to your local farmers, your beef producers, all that stuff, and see what you can get from them directly. That may actually be in your benefit in the future. Maybe they can't give you anything at a discount, but maybe you've got a skill that they need. That builds community. Not everybody can do everything, except for me. Just joking. It feels like I can do everything because I force myself to, and you should too. It's just the reality of when you don't, and poor people know this, when you don't have money, you've just got to do it yourself. You can't hire somebody to fix a leaking pipe. You just got to fix it yourself. You can't hire somebody to remove all these trees and stumps and everything, so you got to use a 3.5-ton mini to do it because it's all you've got, or it's all your buddy has. I am pretty generous to my friend. I bet you your friends are pretty generous to you. Don't abuse it, because then they won't be generous anymore. But I've had family and friends ask to use my equipment, and I let them. And the best part is they bring it back with a full tank of fuel. In an economy like now, where I've seen $6 for diesel, it's gone down. That's an issue. $6 for diesel means that food is going to go up. The fact that the El Nino is causing massive amounts of droughts across the globe right now. Farmers aren't watering their crops. Farmers aren't fertilizing their crops. Nothing is being done because we built a system that relies on manufactured products. By manufactured products, I mean manufactured pesticides, manufactured fertilizers. There's almost no regenerative farming being done at mass scale. We will be low on wheat. We will be low on oats. We will be low on potatoes. Very staple crops, by the way, for calories. This is the importance of building a tactical homestead. You need guns, ammo, and food. That is it. Oh, well, if you're nice to your neighbors, why do you need guns? Because once again, in an emergency, a severe emergency, you cannot trust the government to be in your favor. There are plenty of documented cases of FEMA stealing supplies. FEMA, the relief people, the emergency hurricane people, show up and take people's supplies. I'm not saying to think the government's out to get you or me or ruin your life. But it's better to be prepared for if they want to do that, or if somebody wants to do that, than not be prepared at all. Also, ammunition will be, guns and ammunition will be a commodity. It will be currency. It will be one of the most important things, along with the components to those things. So you're talking about pins, buffer tubes, I'm naming gun parts that I can't remember all of them, your bolt extractors, your brass, your not firing pins, but this is why we had it, the gunpowder and the primers. All those will be worth something, because there's bad people out there everywhere in all forms of the agencies, governments, bureaucracies, and the citizens. They're everywhere. Bad people are everywhere. Once again, not fear-mongering. Do not be fearful of that. Just be prepared for the worst. Wear your seatbelt, because there could be an idiot on the road, or you could be the idiot and you crash. Wear your seatbelt. Have a fire extinguisher. Have a gun. Have ammunition. Have a plot of land to grow something. I know everything's expensive. I know that if you didn't buy anything in 2018, that was pretty much the last time that a poor person, and when I mean poor, I mean actually poor person, had even a chance to buy square feet worth of land. They're 100 acres. This is like $400,000 to $1 million. 100 acres. That's wild. So, but for the urban folks, go down to your community gardens, or talk to somebody with some land and be like, hey, I want to rent this land and I want to start a community garden on it. What do you need for me to do that? You're going to get denied over and over again. But if you know how to sweet talk somebody, you might be able to get a landowner that has an empty lot, not doing anything with it, to put a community garden on. But go to your community garden if there is one. Meet the people that go there, make a relationship. Maybe somebody's good at growing something and they will teach you how to grow that in those soils. They'll teach you how to amend soils. They'll teach you a lot of people, they can read all they want and they can't learn it. And that's fine. I'm an idiot too. Having somebody show you the process and everything like that. And growing something is not for the short-sighted mind. You have to put something in the ground and wait months, and it could still die, and you could do everything right, or an animal could come through and devastate your crops. Anything like that can happen. Mother Nature wants to kill you. It is in your best interest to not let her kill you. This has gone on long enough. I'm Mark, and I believe in being prepared, self-sufficient, a little self-reliant. Comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. We'll see you guys next time.